Hey there. Hi friends, this is Kim from Affordably Crafty. I'd like to thank our new subscribers. And please help support this channel by liking, sharing, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that button. What we talk about here is a lot to do with fiber crafts and how to stretch your craft dollar. I also dabble in all parts of the craft universe, so I also do some DIYs, some hauls, and some unboxings. So today what I'm going to do is share a really good resource that I just discovered for all different types of crafting books, and that is Discover Books. Now, I had been on a trip with my students at school to the local landfill. I promise you this makes sense once I tell the story. And when we went to where you send certain things, there was a huge bin that said Discover Books on it. So I said, "Excuse me, tour guide, what is that?" And people donate their books there, and then they sort them all, and you can buy them there. And the really cool thing is, one, free shipping in the US all the time, no matter how much you order. Isn't that awesome? If you put 5 or more books in your cart, you usually get a discount, 10 or 15% off. And occasionally they'll have 20% off days. So they just had one recently in the last holiday weekend, and I did make an order then that hasn't come in yet. So I will share that with you when it does come in. But I was basically looking for 2 things: different crochet books and books on dyeing, which I have found to be very expensive on Amazon. A lot of these books, except for one that I splurged on, were about $4 and change each. So I'm going to show you the crochet books first. I was going for a vintage, so I got this awesome crochet book. Isn't that so vintage? This is from Crochet Techniques and Projects. Look, $2.45. This is from, what year was this from? This was from September of 1976. And it's got really good pictures in it, basic stitches, and then it's got amazing projects like, hey, who wants some of that? No, not so much on that one. But it does have a good, I totally want to make that. That is so my jam, it's not even funny. That is amazing. That looks really cool. And then they have a couple of projects in here that use jute twine, which I haven't really thought of doing. So I'm definitely going to probably try and do this bag. I think it looks pretty cool. I never really thought of crocheting with jute twine before. Was that a thing in the 70s? I don't know. And then, holy nuts, this hat needs to be made stat. What? That is amazing. That will be made here soon. So that's cool. And then this one is also very interesting. So those are some of the highlights of this one that I found pretty interesting. And yeah, there's lots of gems in here. And then there's some not so gems, like, what? Crochet fail. What is that? You want to be a crochet jester? I'm not really sure what's going on there, but wow, that is way too much. So that was my first book. Then I was looking for scrap project stuff, and this book came up, 101 Easy Scrap Crochet Projects, and I was like, wonderful. This is by House of White Birches, which I guess was a popular production house for crochet books. And this one is from 1999, and it's a nice hardcover. And again, I think this was under $4. And it has everything from Afghans to home stuff to cute little amigurumis made of flowers with a basket and teddy bears. I mean, that's a little extra, but I kind of love it. So yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Pig and a chicken, whatever that's supposed to be. I mean, there's still some weird stuff too, because, hey. But this one with the broken hearts looks amazing. I might have to make that Afghan. So that was a really good find, and I think that one was about $4. And in the same company, I found this other nice small project one called 150 Weekend Crochet Projects, which I am a big fan of that. And again, by House of White Birches. And this was made in 2000. So this has smaller projects in it, like, I kind of love that for the holidays. Candy stripe pillow, anyone? Because that looks amazing. Oh, this is because they have a whole chapter on crochet and Christmas stuff, which I thought was really cool. So one of the best things in here was this chain thing, which I definitely think I might make. So look, they crochet a chain to decorate with, which I think is pretty cool. A good way to use up some scrap. And then there's a whole section on like craft fair favorites. And let's see, random stuff like a cozy for your wine bottle. Not really sure what that's supposed to accomplish, since it's going to make it warm, since it's made with yarn. Craziness, I know. There's all different sections. There's little, okay. So this was one of the best projects in here as far as I'm concerned. Finger puppets. My kids love finger puppets. These are going to happen. I'm excited about this. So this was a good find. 150 projects. And then I got one other crochet one. Better Homes and Gardens, Forever Favorite Crochet. So this one I think was $3 and change. For beginners and experts alike. Here are favorite designs for doilies, edgings, lacy accessories, afghans, pillows and sweaters for all the family, plus a dozen different tips. This is from 1984. So I managed to snag stuff from a couple different decades. Now there is a big section on doilies in here, which I have absolutely zero interest in, but how extra is this picture? Yeah, that's cool. So 80s, it's not even funny. I mean, that's fine. But there are some actually really cute things in here that are not huge tablecloths made out of lace weight yarn, which I don't have the tolerance for. There are retro sweaters. I mean, aren't those cool? This would be cool for a holiday photo. That sweater. Okay, so I totally love this and need to make this one. That looks awesome. And then this one down here I'm a big fan of with the bubble stitch. Love that. Warm cozy sweater chapter. And then I think the back has some, ooh, that's different. Afghans and pillows. So I love that. Look there. And then this one is different. So that book was pretty cool. That also was like a $3 book. Now we're on to the goodies, the die books. So I've been getting into, there you go. I've been getting into natural dyeing, and put you down here. As far as that's concerned, I really deep dive into crafts once I find something I like, which means research, notebooks. I'm really into that. So the first one that I got was this complete illustrated book of dyes from natural sources. So, oops, get out of here, spider. Sorry. So this one is over 220 dye recipes, which produce rich, natural colors for yarns and materials to be used for handicrafts, garments, and so many other articles, by Arnold and Connie Crochet. And this one was from 1974. Now the one downside here is there is not a lot of color photos, but it really does separate stuff, so it's easy to find. I like the fact that it's separated by colors. So I'm just going to show you the table of contents here. So they talk about secondary plant colors, Indian dyes. This section is interesting. They have a whole section on lichens. And then it's done by colors. So yellow, green, blue, purple, red, brown, black, and gray. So I like that it's separated by color. So this one was okay. This one was one of the ones I splurged on. I think this was $10. I know. $10. Woo! Natural dyes for spinners and weavers. And I mean, look at how pretty that photo is on the front. Wow. This is a Batesford craft paperback by Hetty Wickens. And this one is from, it's much smaller than the other one. This is from 1983. But I feel like it still had some other really good topics that the other one didn't. Like it has a whole chapter on mordanting, which the other one did not have. A whole chapter on different methods of dyeing. And then they separate it into adjective dyes, like bark, roots, flowers, blah, 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 and historical dyes, which is, you know, woad, indigo, logwood, madder, some stuff I really want to play with. And they talk about mixing colors, and then what it looks like when you dye them different colors. And then they talk about worldwide dyeing. Now this does not have any, only has a couple of color photos, so, like, how beautiful is that? Like, hello, so pretty. So this was a win. Now, the best book out of this one that I got, and I'm going to really highly recommend, is Dyes from Kitchen Produce, Easy Projects to Make at Home by, I'm probably going to not do well with this name, Setsuko Ishii? So this one I just fell in love with the photography, but oh my god, is this so good for a beginning dyer. So this came out in, what was this made? Oh, it's on the back. For some reason it's in the back. Let's see. This is from 2009. And I think this one was like $4 and change. But, I mean, the whole book is color, which is amazing. Number one, it's broken down into spring, summer, autumn, and winter, which I love that. And, like, the best part is that when you get in here, oh my god, it's totally picture prompts. So this is something that I could totally do some of this with my kids. It's very, very like, hey, do this. You haven't done dyeing before? This is the book for you. So this is about dyeing with tea, you know? And then a really other awesome thing they do here is that they talk about how the colors look different with different mordants. And they have pictures of it, which is amazing. So that is amazing. So in this one they have burnt alum, copper, acetic acid, and iron. So right now I am making my own iron mordant. I'll link that up there somewhere so you can see that. And they talk about the equipment you need. And then it's just on like Donkey Kong. Let me find a... Okay, so this picture is amazing. They showed the different color palettes and what you can make. So from pinks to blues and purples to grays to beige and to yellow. I mean, that is just beautiful. And on the side they talk about which different plant type creates the different ones. And then it's just separated by season. And I mean, it's just, they do everything from dyeing t-shirts in here to dyeing just crazy stuff. So yeah, there's not really any, there's a couple of patterns in the back. The patterns are not colored, but the main good thing in here is the step-by-step guides. I mean, crazy awesome step-by-step guides. So I highly recommend this one, Dyes from Kitchen Produce. So we're going to see how the other batch comes in from Discover Books. I'm excited. So I really check those out. Discover Books, I think it's .com. And remember, they do discount codes for when you have more than one thing in your basket. So I think I got a discount of 15% at 5. Over Memorial Day, it was 20% off. So really good find. And if you want to hear more of these tips, tricks, and great places to find crafting materials and other stuff. And they don't just have crochet and dye stuff up there. You can search any craft you want. You can search non-craft stuff. It's a really good place to get stuff way cheaper than Amazon. And if you're into the vintage stuff like I've been getting into, it's a really good resource. So please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the like button and comment and let me know if you've ever used Discover Books before. Have a great day. Bye.